What's poppin', people? It's your boy Young Burnt Toast, aka Young Burger Patty. Nobody wants beef. Now listen, man. Yesterday I uploaded a video called "The True Value in Pokemon Will Never Come from Just Playing the Story." I read the comments. A lot of you guys disagreed with me and made valid criticisms and made valid points back against mine. So I do want to talk about that because my eyes have opened up a little bit. I kind of came off the wrong way. I wasn't trying to say that the story is completely unimportant and it shouldn't be good. That's not what I was saying. What I was really trying to say is there's a lot more to Pokemon than just the story. And I think people would not think that the game is not worth, maybe it's not worth $60 in general. Showdown does exist. A lot of people were saying that this is just a Pokemon Showdown advertisement. I thought that was funny. Maybe the game's not worth $60, but the game's value does not come from just the story. That's really all I was trying to say. If you venture out and discover, maybe competitive is not for everybody. Not everybody has to enjoy every aspect of Pokemon. That's not what I was trying to say. The value absolutely does not come from the story. So if you do enjoy the story in Pokemon and that's your reason for playing it, maybe the game is not worth the money. Maybe that's a fact. That probably is 100% fact. But what I was saying is the value doesn't come from just the story because to me, and I think to many others, it's obvious they don't focus on that part. It's obvious they don't prioritize that part of the game. Just to me, I wasn't really trying to say get into competitive if you want to experience the full value of the game. That's not what I was really trying to say. All I was trying to say is the full value of the game is not just from the story. And to me, that's really obvious because they clearly put effort into other areas of the game. Far more effort than they will ever put into a Pokemon story. In their minds, that's probably the value of the game because if it wasn't, the story would be much better. The story, if they really truly cared about that part of the game, would not look the way it does, would not play the way it does, would not be so short if that was their main priority. So maybe they have it backwards. Maybe I have it backwards. For me, over the years, I've just kind of accepted that the story won't ever really be that different or won't ever really be that good. You can beat the story in 10 hours. That's nothing. So to me, they're kind of implying that you should be playing other parts of the game, whether it be raid battles, whether it be Pokemon battling, whether it be breeding, whether it be constructing teams or whatever, but that absolutely does not excuse the fact that the story is very, very subpar. It should be better, and that's what I said in my last video. A lot of people were acting like I just didn't say that. 100% the story should be better. It's not good. It's not good. It's always the same. They need to start from scratch and just make a completely new Pokemon story. I've been saying that though. I've been saying that for years. A lot of people are just saying it now. I've been saying that. I was branded a Pokemon hater because I would say that all the time. So this is not coming out of nowhere. I've been thinking this, okay? Now, I might not focus on it if I make a video and talk about it because I've been thinking about it for so long and I've been saying it for so long that it's not the first thing on my mind when I criticize Pokemon. When a company clearly neglects a part of the game that people really love, to me, it just tells me that they want people to experience the rest of the game. That's all I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to say, you're an idiot for expecting a good Pokemon story. A lot of people were saying, the story's not the most important thing, but it would be nice if it was, better. And that's 100% fact. I said that in the video that the game story should be good because why wouldn't it be? Making the story better would make the entire game better. There's more for everybody. So me personally, I would love if they actually focused on the story a little more. They have the resources to do anything they want. I said that in my last video. They have the resources to do anything they want. The game does not look as good as it should look in 2019. The game doesn't play as good as it should play in 2019. There's a lot of problems with this game. And to Distant Kingdom, if you're watching this, you were probably right in the end in saying that this game is not a $60 value as an RPG. It's not. It's not a traditional RPG as far as the content it provides. The story is 10 hours. The side quest after the story is like another hour and you're done with the game if that's all you care about. A traditional RPG offers a lot more content usually, 60, 70, 80 hours of gameplay before you can actually beat the main campaign. But to me, Pokemon is more than that. That's all I was trying to say. To me, Pokemon is more than that. Like I said, I can't really name any RPGs off the top of my head that have as deep a competitive scene as Pokemon. Some of the stuff in competitive battling is really, really deep. And I was just trying to encourage the exploration of other venues in Pokemon. That's all I was saying. So I apologize to all the people that I may have offended. I wasn't really trying to offend anybody. I was just trying to offer a new perspective if you play the Pokemon story only. You guys opened my eyes though. I do want to grow from this. I do want to learn from this, and I have learned from it. You know, people play Pokemon for all kinds of different reasons. And it'd be great, it'd be absolutely amazing if no matter what reason you played the game for, you got a good experience. And I think that's the most important thing, and I think that's what we're not getting. So all I was trying to do, okay, is offer an alternative to where you could actually experience something good in Pokemon, at least this year, because the story is just nothing to write home about. Not that you can't enjoy it. You should enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. If you enjoy something, go ahead, by all means, do it. But, you know, in a perfect world, no matter what your reasoning for playing Pokemon is or could be, you should at least be able to get a good experience out of it, no matter what it is. That'd be ideal. And that's what's not happening right now. That's just not what's happening. But none of this is new information. Like I said, I've been saying this stuff for years, far before this game was even a thought in people's minds. So honestly, you guys are right. A lot of you guys are right. I don't think everything I said in the last video was bullshit. But some of it was definitely unwarranted. Okay, so I do apologize for that. I wanted to speak my mind, and I do like logical conversation. I do like, you know, meaningful conversation. So to all the people that offered me their thoughts in a civil manner, I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you, because I would never be making this video if you guys weren't speaking truth, because I do want this game to be better ultimately. So all that stuff about me saying the story doesn't matter, it wasn't meant to be taken quite so literally. I would love a good Pokemon story, because I have to play it to get to the part that I want to actually play. And if I have to spend hours and hours playing it, I do want it to be a good experience. Because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't the story be a good experience? Why wouldn't all parts of the game be a good experience? We know Pokemon has all the money in the world, which is probably why they can get away with this stuff so easily. I'm not a shill. I know a lot of people are calling me a shill. I'm not a shill. Because it's only convenient to call me a shill when you want, because you don't see the history of me calling this game shit on the ground. You just don't see the history of me saying that Pokemon needs to be better, and me saying that the story is complete dog shit most of the time, and me saying that I would really love if Pokemon switched it up one time. They never do, and they probably never will. Not anytime soon. Hopefully in the future they do actually make this game you know, worth it from every aspect of the game, because you know they are far behind in terms of content and quality. They are. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say they're not, because they absolutely are. Even battles themselves could be better. The part that I was saying was the good part of the game. Even, you know, battles and raids could absolutely be 100% better. There's room for improvement in literally every single aspect of Pokemon. And I've been saying that since like 2013. Every single little aspect of Pokemon could be better. And they just don't put any effort into certain parts of the game. And it's really obvious. And to me, it's been obvious, but to a lot of people, it's only been obvious with the release of Sword and Shield. Which is why I ultimately said the story doesn't matter, but those words are not true. The story absolutely does matter. As a matter of fact, it matters so much that they probably should put more effort into it. When I said it doesn't matter, I wasn't trying to act like if you care about the story, you know, you're playing the game for the wrong reason. That's not what I was trying to say. What I meant was, because they put no effort into the story, if you're playing the game for the story, you're never going to get the true value out of the game that you could be getting, because the story is lackluster. That's what I meant to say. Right now, this is what Pokemon is. It's like buying a beautiful steak, okay? Okay, maybe not a beautiful one, maybe like a decent steak. It's like buying a decent steak, and it comes with mashed potatoes, and then it comes with this little shriveled up, gross salad on the side. That's the story. The story is the salad. You bought this big ass plate of steak and mashed potatoes just to eat the side salad that it came with. That's the story right now. They don't prioritize the story. They prioritize the steak. The steak is delicious. But the steak is complex. Even though steak is really simple to make, this is just for the analogy. The steak is complex. Some 5-star chef back there was whipping. He was working. He went to culinary school and everything just to learn how to make the best steak possible. Now, obviously, the good parts of Pokemon are not the best steak possible. This is just for the analogy. Just listen to me, all right? And then when he was done making that beautiful steak, he just threw the salad on the side. Didn't put any dressing on it. Didn't make it look nice. That's what this is. The story is that little side salad, shriveled up, old lettuce, and everything else they actually put effort into is the steak and mashed potatoes. But that salad should be just as good as everything else on that plate. The story should be the steak. The multiplayer should be the mashed potatoes, which are still buttery smooth goodness. Okay? And maybe raid battle should be that salad, which is, you know, delightful, crisp, fresh. That's what it should be. But that's not how it is. Not everything on that plate got as much attention as it should get. They certainly didn't get equal amounts of attention. When in reality, everything on that plate needs to be presentable. They're not gonna bring you a plate with a beautiful entree and then some literal shit right next to it. They're not gonna do that. Everything on the plate should be presentable. That's for certain. Hopefully that analogy made sense. And it's just a shame because Pokemon is a really special game and it has potential to be even more special if they actually put the effort that they're capable of putting into it. They really have something special here, man. They have all of us. We all love Pokemon and we all want to see it be great. It is fun for what it is. It's been fun, but it could be so much more. It could be so much better. I was never really the RPG type of person, but this past year I've played a lot more of them. I played some Fire Emblem. I played some other RPGs. I played Octopath Traveler. And it's just a shame because those games, the gameplay itself is so great. It's so great. Fire Emblem was a pleasant surprise. I really enjoyed Octopath Traveler, and it just makes me sad knowing that I'll probably never get that same experience with Pokemon. So when I said that the story doesn't matter, it was because of the lack of quality it has. Not that you can't enjoy that part of it. It's just, if it was better, it'd be a lot more enjoyable. It'd be a lot more prevalent. There'd be a lot more to do. There'd be a lot more to talk about. So hopefully in the future they actually, you know, fix that part of the game. I really wish that the story was, you know, something we could all enjoy a lot more. Hopefully the backlash that they got from this game is enough to make them rethink how they do things. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here before I say something else stupid. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Once again, was not trying to offend anybody with the last video. I truly do believe the story in Pokemon should be good. I feel like the people that know and people that have been around for a while know that I've been saying that for the longest time. Either way, I appreciate your support. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back another day with another dollar. Goodbye!